But look at what we've seen here. So this is a 4 days, 2, 4, 5 days to the upside. It is coming into minor resistance right here, so that's going to be a little bit of resistance. But the idea here is this was a former wedge pattern. So you had this low, this low, this low, this low, these highs right through here, right? So the idea is that that is now resistance over here. So my guess is Cardano's going to push through, but it's going to run into a lot of resistance around 46 cents, give or take, maybe 47 cents. But obviously, what I love about this is the relative strength. So if you look at Bitcoin, it's been struggling. If you look at Ethereum, it's been struggling recently. But Cardano is actually the one lighting the fire here. So I think this continues up, maybe stalls here for a day or two, and then pushes through. Look for 46 to 47 cents.
Yeah, well, I was going to notice that you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe a couple more days, it could push up to that 6. Yeah.
The time count.
Yep, time count, and then you get a reversal. So it could actually be a shorting opportunity as well, right? And so if a time count with a downsloping trend line, if you couple that with additional resistance levels, you got this pivot low right here, you've got these highs right here, lots of price action, give me tons of resistance in that area, so you could actually pick this up for a short.
Bitcoin Zella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zella today and enjoy the new edge. Let's join Gareth in this video about Bitcoin and more.
You've got this trend line right here. This is a beautiful downsloping trend line. So you've got to connect these pivot lows right here, and it kissed it right here as well. So for me, you drag this up and you connect it with these pivot highs right here. All this price action. Right now, that Bitcoin is bouncing on support. Basically, this pivot low right here is where it bottomed. It came back up and actually started recapturing this. So now this is additional support. So you've got this downsloping trend line right here that it's going to come up against. If it can push through here, then you've got the midline of Bitcoin, of this parallel channel, right around $61,000 is going to be your next resistance. If you can get a break above this downsloping trend line, maybe get a retrace, then you can see further upside. I even have an upside target of around $68,000. That's the upside of this parallel channel. So I'm really liking the price action of Bitcoin. Obviously, it's got to break this wedge pattern for an ultimate move, either up or down, but I see further upside.
Nice.
If it breaks.
All right, I got one more to go over. Right? Because I was just thinking about this one, and I love this chart. This is the Global X Lithium and Battery Tech ETF. This was one of the hottest ETFs when Tesla was just rocking it. And it actually has been crushed. If we zoom out on this, look at this chart, right? I mean, look at that. So this is back. Notice again, back here, this is 2021 when Tesla was at its all-time highs. But what do we know about Tesla? Tesla's been ripping. It's up almost 100% off of its lows, yet this ETF is still just at the lows or just off of these lows. So the idea here is probably a little bit more upside on LIT in the coming days or weeks here, at least back to this, kind of like Cardano, right? Same kind of function. Here you got your wedge pattern, and the idea is you head up into this range right here, then you get a pullback. But I like this LIT is the symbol on this. It's the Lithium and Battery Technology ETF.
The crypto market is experiencing an uptick due to traders anticipating a potential Trump victory in the upcoming November election following a failed assassination attempt. The crypto market's valuation jumped by 2.88% after an assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump at a Pennsylvania rally. Bitcoin price rose above $60,000 for the first time in 10 days. The MAGA Trio MP Memecoin also surged by over 30%. Indicating traders' anticipation of a Trump victory in the November election, potentially leading to favorable crypto regulations. Following the assassination attempt, the crypto market showed intraday gains, with Bitcoin leading the charge. The overall market sentiment turned bullish, reflecting hopes for a regulatory environment, more supportive of cryptocurrencies under a potential Trump administration. Open interest, OI, of top cryptocurrencies rose in the past 24 hours, especially after the Trump news. Most assets show positive funding rates, suggesting traders are maintaining bullish positions by paying a premium to short traders. The market saw $65.41 million worth of short liquidations, compared to $22.93 million in long liquidations. When short positions are liquidated, traders buy back assets to cover their positions, increasing demand and driving up prices. The crypto market's gains are part of a consolidation trend within a descending channel pattern. The market tested the channel's lower trend line as support, a move that has historically preceded sharp rebounds. The immediate upside target is the 50-day exponential moving average EMA at around $2.23 trillion. A close above the 50-day EMA could lead to a run-up toward the channel's upper trend line at $2.42 trillion, a level that served as support during May-June 2024. The crypto market's recent surge reflects both external political developments and strong technical support levels, suggesting potential for further gains.
This was yesterday's drop. You can see how we almost, by the way, Ben, I just was looking at this now. It almost looks like a little inverse head and shoulders there before the move up today. And look at the move up early this morning. Incredible move, guys. Unbelievable. And then we had this one little pullback right here. I happen to be short the spiders with, this is the S&P, by the way, with the trading room. We got out right down here. I wasn't getting too greedy because on a Friday in the middle of summer, what do we know? We know the market's just, by Friday, everyone's gone by lunch, except for us, apparently.
Yeah.
So anyways, what we're seeing here is the market moving right back up. You do have your double top right up here, so we're not quite there yet, but I got to be honest, this is a pretty impressive reversal back to the upside today. Essentially, I guess all it takes is a 2% drop on the S&P or NASDAQ, 1% drop on the S&P, and people say, buy the dip.
Yeah, and it looks, to be honest, look at this. Look at this actually might not be the end either. I mean,
cup and handle maybe?
Cup and handle pattern, right? So it's not the best cup and handle pattern. You still got to break this, but if you start breaking this, man,
right,
you could possibly have higher highs to go on the S&P 500.
So anyway, I think suffice it to say, folks, impressive day. Granted, it's a Friday. The volume is light, true. Today we got PPI data out. It came in hotter than expected, kind of negating a little bit of the CPI data yesterday. But overall, I think at this point, the markets, again, are showing a lot of resilience. And what's interesting about today, too, is that we're seeing the NASDAQ, the S&P, the Russell, as well as the equal weight. Everything is going up today. So it's a wide, broad-based rally, which is unlike what we've seen lately. Remember, yesterday, the Russell was up 3.7%, its biggest move in like a year, 2 years, whatever it's been, while the NASDAQ cratered. But today, everything up. It's all good. Everything's great. World perfect. No problems. Nothing to see here, folks. I'm going to kick it over to Ben.
Okay, so we're going to go over the Tesla chart. So Tesla, well, like we were talking about earlier this morning, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 updates. And you had a little doji. Then yesterday, we had this huge reversal, this big reversal candle. And it's actually retracing. So if you did a fib extension from the top here to the lows here, then the 50% retrace is actually right at this level of right around $250. And it actually got up to that level right now. It did pre-market reach this gap fill. So you got this gap fill right at 231.30 pre-market. It did hit that and then had this massive move to the upside. This was an incredible move. I had an upside target. So you've got this inverse head and shoulders pattern right here. And the upside target was right about 244, 245. It hit that and it passed that. Man, this is an epic chart. I still have some potential upside if it decides to continue up. So 277, you've got this pivot top right here. So it could continue to push up and then up a little bit higher. Let me go ahead and zoom out so that way we can see this. Right around 291 is actually a pretty big gap fill. So if Tesla wants to continue up, you've got this 291.17, this gap fill, it's going to be a really big level. So, and then ultimately you got this double top. I don't see it going up there, but if it does, be ready with your with your entries, and then we're going to short it again.
Michael Saylor advocates for Bitcoin-backed dollar, aligning with American values and supporting financial sovereignty. MicroStrategy's Michael Saylor suggested that the U.S. Treasury consider a dollar backed by Bitcoin, emphasizing the cryptocurrency's alignment with American values like privacy and property rights. Saylor's remarks were a response to U.S. Senator Cynthia Lummis, who opposes central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. Lummis highlighted Bitcoin's role in preserving American financial sovereignty and personal financial control. Both Saylor and Lummis believe Bitcoin can enhance the U.S. financial system, offering a hedge against inflation and increased financial privacy through decentralization. The push for Bitcoin is gaining attention in the lead-up to the U.S. elections. Former President Donald Trump has expressed support for the crypto sector and opposes the launch of a CBDC due to privacy concerns. The advocacy for Bitcoin by prominent figures like Saylor and Lummis underscores the growing importance of cryptocurrency in discussions about the future of the U.S. financial system. If you've been with us so far, a big thank you. Don't forget to subscribe for free to Bitcoin Zella for your daily news. The link is waiting below. That's all for today's crypto news. Stick around for more updates, insights, and analysis on cryptocurrencies. Share your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and subscribe for more exciting content.